Daily Words of God. What do the methods Satan uses to corrupt people bring to mankind? Do they bring anything positive? Firstly, can man differentiate between good and evil? Would you say that in this world, whether it be some famous or great person, or some magazine or other publication, are the standards they use to judge whether something is good or evil, and right or wrong, accurate? Are their assessments of events and people fair? Do they contain truth? Does this world, this humanity, assess positive and negative things based on the standard of truth?
No.
Why do people not have that ability? People have studied so much knowledge and know so much about science, so they are possessed of great abilities, are they not? So why are they incapable of differentiating between positive and negative things? Why is this?
Because people do not have truth. Science and knowledge are not truth.
Everything that Satan brings to humanity is evil, corrupt, and lacking in truth, life, and the way. With the evil and corruption that Satan brings to man, can you say that Satan has love? Can you say that man has love? Some people might say, "You're wrong. There are many people around the world who help the poor or homeless. Aren't those good people?" There are also charitable organizations that do good work. Isn't the work they do good work? What would you say to that? Satan uses many different methods and theories to corrupt man. Is this corruption of man a vague concept? No, it is not vague. Satan also does some practical things, and it also promotes a viewpoint or a theory in this world and in society. In every dynasty and in every epoch, it promotes a theory and instills thoughts into the minds of man. These thoughts and theories gradually take root in people's hearts, and then they begin to live by them. Once they start to live by these things, do they not unwittingly become Satan? Do people not then become one with Satan? When people have become one with Satan, what is their attitude toward God in the end? Is it not the same attitude that Satan has toward God? No one dares to admit this, do they? How horrifying! Why do I say that Satan's nature is evil? I do not say this groundlessly. Rather, Satan's nature is determined and analyzed based on what it has done and the things it has revealed. If I just said Satan was evil, what would you think? You would think, obviously, Satan is evil. So I ask you, which aspects of Satan are evil? If you say, Satan's resistance toward God is evil, you still would not be speaking with clarity. Now that I have spoken about the specifics in this way, do you have an understanding about the specific content of the substance of Satan's evil?
Yes.
If you are able to see clearly Satan's evil nature, then you will see your own conditions. Is there any relationship between these two things? Is this helpful to you or not?
It is.
When I fellowship about the substance of God's holiness, is it necessary that I fellowship about the evil substance of Satan? What is your opinion about this?
Yes, it is necessary.
Why?
Satan's evil sets God's holiness in relief.
Is that how it is? This is partially correct, in the sense that without Satan's evil, people would not know that God is holy. It is right to say this. However, if you say that God's holiness only exists due to its contrast with Satan's evil, Is this right? This dialectical way of thinking is wrong. God's holiness is the inherent substance of God. Even when God reveals it through His deeds, this is still a natural expression of God's substance, and it is still God's inherent substance. It has always existed and is intrinsic and innate to God Himself, though man cannot see it. This is because man lives amidst the corrupt disposition of Satan and under Satan's influence, and they do not know about holiness, much less about the specific content of God's holiness. So, is it essential that we fellowship first about Satan's evil substance?
Yes, it is.
Some people may express some doubt. You are fellowshipping about God Himself. So why are you always talking about how Satan corrupts people and how Satan's nature is evil? Now you have put these doubts to rest, haven't you? When people have discernment of Satan's evil, and when they have an accurate definition of it, when people can clearly see the specific content and manifestation of evil, the source and substance of evil, only then, through discussion of God's holiness, can people clearly realize or recognize what God's holiness is, what holiness is. If I do not discuss the evil of Satan, some people will mistakenly believe that some things that people do in society and among people, or certain things that exist in this world, may bear some relation to holiness. Is this not a wrong viewpoint?
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.